It is 5 o'clock, and I'm going to call this special meeting of the Chiillicothe City Council to order. Um, the mayor has called this special meeting to look at a third reading of a resolution to put a levy on the ballot here in the spring. However, um, the clerk is not here, and I guess unless the clerk shows up in a couple of minutes, I'm not exactly sure how you want to proceed. Um, but I'll leave it to council to decide how you'd like to go forward. Obviously, if this doesn't go forward now, it would likely be something that this council would put on the ballot in November. So I'm going to leave that to council to make a decision as to how you want to proceed. And at that point, then I assume we'd amend to make it so that it will be on the November ballot. Is there a second to that? Second, Ms. Bennett. I'll make notes on that. Um, and we'll call the roll. I think we can do that. I could try to get a hold of her, but I'm just not sure. Well, we should have a clerk, and usually we have somebody here that we can appoint to be the clerk. But I've never faced this where I was going to have to appoint somebody from the council to be the clerk. Right. Yep. I have just texted her, so we'll see what the response is. it appears that that it has slipped her mind, she said, and so she will not be here in a timely manner. So I will leave it to this council to decide how you wish to proceed at this point in time. Obviously, we don't have the clerk, so without someone else to appoint, I think it's likely we're going to not go forward. But Mr. McKeever. Well, we haven't had an attendance or anything like that up to this point in time. So, at a minimum, I'm going to call the attendance to make sure we have noted who is actually here, and then we'll go to the next step from there. So I'm going to call the attendance. Ms. Bennett, Ms. Payne,
Here.
Ms. Preston,
Here.
Mr. Creed, Mr. DeMitt,
Here.
Ms. Nickerson,
Here.
Mr. Barnes,
Here.
Mr. McKeever,
Here.
Mr. Prohl. Mr. Prohl and Mr. Creed not being here, is there a motion to excuse them? Motion by Mr. DeMint. Second by Ms. Nickerson. Ms. Bennett,
Yes.
Ms. Payne,
Yes.
Ms. Preston,
Yes.
Mr. DeMint,
Yes.
Ms. Nickerson,
Yes.
Mr. Barnes,
Yes.
Mr. McKeever.
Yes.
They are excused. I'm going to ask Ms. Payne to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, and then we'll move on to the business. At this point, I think, Mr. McKeever, I think it'd be appropriate time now for your motion.
President Shoemaker, I'd like to make a motion to go forward with Councilwoman Preston's motion earlier regarding moving this to the next council meeting.
Seconded by Ms. Preston. I'm going to call the roll. Ms. Bennett,
Yes.
Ms. Payne,
Yes.
Ms. Preston,
Yes.
Mr. DeMint,
Yes.
Ms. Nickerson,
Yes.
Mr. Barnes,
Yes.
Mr. McKeever.
Yes.
This will move to the next agenda item and to the next meeting. With that, is there any other business to come before council this evening? Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn? Motion by Ms. Bennett, second by Ms. Payne, and I will call the roll. Ms. Bennett,
Yes.
Ms. Payne,
Yes.
Ms. Preston,
Yes.
Mr. DeMint,
Yes.
Ms. Nickerson,
Yes.
Mr. Barnes,
Yes.
and Mr. McKeever.
Yes.
We are adjourned.